Okay guys, we're officially in. As you can see, we're in the apartment. We have it semi-furnished at this stage, but we're definitely in the groove, working. We got a routine going. You want to tell them what the routine is?
Yeah, so the routine right now is waking up early to go to Boxer. So we go lift in the morning. We're trying to get closer to the 6 o'clock mark. Right now we're getting up at around 7-ish. We're getting there though. Tomorrow I guess will be the first day that we're gonna hit 6. Come back to the house, cook our breakfast. We get the steaks going, we get the eggs, the rice. You know, we get down. He likes the avocado lately, so he's been doing the avocado toast. But no, it's dope. Then we get on the computers, we make some money, get to the clients, get to our staff, check in on our people, talk to the students a little bit, and then by 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, we go back to Boxer to our jiu-jitsu class, and we get nasty, we burn some calories. Then we come back, steaks again, and then work a little bit before nighttime.
We've been talking about this routine for some time now. Like for a long time that we've been in New York before we moved here. We would almost every day, we'd fantasize, like even if I was just calling him or he was calling me to just discuss like a quick business thing, we'd be like, bro, imagine we're in Miami, we got a supercar, we're driving to the gym in the morning, we're driving back with the breeze in our hair, come back, fill our fridge with nothing but steak and eggs, which is exactly what we did.
Yeah, exactly.
We've only been here for 6 days now.
Yeah,
our first trip to Whole Foods, literally bought nothing but steak, eggs, and Celsius. So we did it.
Yeah, bro, we had more drinks than we had food. Like the whole right side of the fridge is just Coke Zero and Celsius.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So we've been envisioning this for a while, and I mean, here we are. Even with the Aston.
Yeah.
Like the Aston was another thing. We've been talking about that for a while. For me, that's been my wallpaper for some time now, and we did it. So we got a lot to talk about, honestly. We could be here for hours just talking about like as far back as like when we first partnered up in 2023 and what it, man, we got some stories for that.
We got some stories for you guys. That's crazy, yeah.
But yeah, just the moment of gratitude, honestly, to say that like we're here. We've been talking about it for so long. Tried our best to get an angle to show you guys, but we're on the 29th floor in downtown Miami in Brickell. The view is amazing. I'm gonna get a clip after with the camera just to show you what it looks like at night.
Yeah, it's sick.
But yeah, the fact that we have our own space, that we could set up something like this, call the office.
A lot of people are asking me, well, what's the point of moving down to Miami? What's the point? And I mean, just on the most basic level, like me and Mo used to have these like 30, 40-minute conversations on the phone, like 9 o'clock at night, if one of us had an idea. Yo, bro, I got an idea. And we'd sit there for like 30 or 40 minutes. And we were just like waiting for the day where it's like, just go knock on his door across the hall and be like, yo, I got this idea, you know, like that just makes it so much easier. I think both of our schedules got so maxed out in New York that like to work anymore, we would have had to just live together. You know, I feel like a lot of people that don't create things or build things, they don't understand that. And I guess the second part of this is just making ourselves uncomfortable again and being the small fish in the pond again. Because in New York, I mean, both of us have our circle of friends. Like we're very well known. Everywhere we go, we see people, and it's like we're known as like the business guys with the cars and everything like that. So we wanted to come down here and put ourselves at a lower level on the ladder where people have nicer cars than us, they make more money than us, they're going to the gym more than us, they look better than us, they're in better shape, all these things, pushing more volume overall.
And the theory's proven right so far. I mean, so far, like we've already, because of just, we've been going to the gym consistently twice a day, we've already lost weight. You know, it's been less than a week. The level, or rather the standard of like wealth that we hold for ourselves has definitely been raised, because over here, supercars that would like blow your mind in New York is daily traffic. Like every day, there isn't a day we don't see a Porsche, a Lamborghini, a Ferrari of some sort. And so it raises your standard. It shows you that there's a lot more money out there than you think. And despite the fact that New York is the richest city in the world, like New York definitely has the most amount of money, but it's hidden. Whereas here, New York is very much a flex market. Miami, rather, is very much a flex market. So for young guys like us that are still very hungry and motivated, the idea was, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, we come here, we see it, we get motivated by it. Aside from like the routine and the space that we'd be able to constantly work together on, I mean, my bedroom is right here, his bedroom is right there. Like we literally keep our doors open and we just talk if we need to, but if we ever needed to brainstorm, we'll just come to the living room and talk here. But yeah, aside from that, like Miami definitely is the spot to motivate you if you needed that place. And then of course, one of the best things I think for now, before like we start to prioritize maybe networking online, is the fact that we don't know anybody. So that kind of forces us to do nothing except work. And like the type of work that we do, by the way, isn't just like planning on working, it's actually doing the tasks that push you forward. Because those are the things that actually make the difference in the company. It's not talking about it or planning it, it's about the fact that you actually sit down and you do the work, you film the video, you talk to the client, you have those conversations. Those are the things that push you forward. So when you're in the space in which you've removed all distractions and you're actually able to consistently do those tasks over and over and over again, I mean, that's what got us to where we are now. And our goal by the time that we leave Miami or by next year or wherever we go is we'll be be playing in the 7-figure range.
Yeah, I mean, like we've been seeing a lot of the same people at the gym, and they're just like, "Oh, you guys are back again today," like for the jiu-jitsu stuff, you know. And I'm like, dude, I have absolutely nothing better to do. Like this is all I want to do. I just want to work, eat good food, chill with my boy, and go to do jiu-jitsu. You know, like there's really nothing else that I want to do. And if you can just live in that space for an entire year, just imagine the type of person you'll be by the end of it. So that's really what we're betting our money on here, you know.
I mean, that's the thing, guys. Like a lot of people, I've honestly, like ever since I started this business thing, I've been used to hearing people constantly question the decisions I'm making until they work out.
Yeah.
This was another one of them for us, but hopefully with this video and the rest of the content that we'll be putting out, you'll understand that this only makes sense because with the setup and the amount of time, energy, and effort and, you know, limited resources of our lives we've invested into being here, how could we fail?
Yeah.
Like we've literally set up the perfect environment to not fail. We can only do anything, we can't do anything except work and succeed and get closer to the goals that we want to accomplish every single day. So with that being said, and the fact that we have two young, hungry guys that are fired up, that want to do it and want to get there, how could we fail?
Yeah,
and that's the idea. The whole theme of this move is curating the environment that's going to help you get one step closer to success. And so with that being said, that we have here, not only in terms of the resources and the location, but then also in terms of the mindset and the routine that we have, how can we fail?
Yeah, Alex Hormozi talks a lot about negating luck with volume. And in business, you know, people that don't really have businesses will look at business owners and go, oh, he just got lucky. He made a bunch of money. He just got lucky. And like there is a luck aspect to it, but you can negate luck by just doing it so many times it has to land. Like if basically my goal is to hit 100K a month, and what that is a hole in the ground, and I have to throw a marble into the hole. And if I can throw the marble into the hole, I hit 100K a month. Okay, yeah, it's lucky that I threw the marble in the hole. But one time, very unlikely. Twice, even, you know, a little bit less unlikely, but very almost impossible. If I throw the pebble a million times, I'm probably gonna hit it one time. So that's really like what it is for us. It's like if we just work, go to the gym, eat right, and focus on what we're doing, we're negating luck with volume. We're just doing it over and over and over so many times, such deep focused work, there is no way that it will not work because that marble will land in that hole eventually. That's really the idea here.
And that's another thing, guys. We have a pretty good relationship with failure. Just to add on to what Jake was saying, the way that we see things when we try it, especially with the agency now, like although we've scaled to a certain point, we still recognize a very small fish. The only reason we've gotten we're going to continue to expand is because every time we try something and it doesn't work out, we just see it as another marble that we tried to throw into that hole and it didn't make it. But that's fine because it was just an attempt. You need to keep going, and that's really where you get into like the mindset talk of my favorite saying, which is if you really want something, you keep going after it, and you'll either get it or you will die trying.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a lot of that comes down to our trust too, because Muhammad will deal with a lot of our ads and our front-facing things. So when he comes to me with an idea and he's like, Jake, I'm gonna spend this much money here on this campaign and that campaign, this campaign, I'm like, dude, shoot for it. Like, let's just do it.
And these are not small amounts of money, guys, by the way. Like, keep in mind, Jake being the other half of the company, it's a massive amount of trust where every time I come to him and I give him an idea and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to spend $5,000 on this thing, he's like, okay, yeah, go for it. And then same thing with him. He's carrying the entire back end of our operations. He's the reason that our clients are able to stay with us for over a year at this point.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So that's a big responsibility to be able to hand off to him. So we're able to work so well, and I guess kind of in addition to the environment that we've created with each other is the trust that we have in each other. We know that, or rather I know that Jake is doing his role very well. He knows that I'm doing my role very well. And with that being said, we can focus and push as much as we possibly need to in our positions in sync pretty much to grow the company all together as a whole. That's what's gotten us as far as we've gotten now. That's what's gotten us through the hard times, especially in the beginning. Because when Jake and I partnered up, we took a loss for like 4 months in a row.
Yeah.
Like when we partnered up, there was literally a good 3 to 4 month period where we just didn't see a single dollar together. And you know, maybe we were considering throwing in the cloth at the moment, but we were like, no, let's just try this one more thing. And thank God we're here.
Yeah, thank God it worked. I think every time we've put it all on the line, we've succeeded. Like, yes, we've failed and we've made mistakes and we've had things that didn't work out, but you start to realize that business starts to work. It's like an energy, and it starts to work in patterns and habits. And so every time we've gone through like an extreme plateau or even like a dip and we started to like lose money, or we saw a loss in revenue, or we had a risky idea, or we spent a lot of money, there was always like a huge upsurge in growth from that. And really the way I like to put the struggle in the beginning of starting a business is like this. You're getting paid the entire time. You're making money the whole time. It just doesn't hit until like that mark, whenever that is, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. But it hits and it's like, oh my God, it's so much money that it basically makes up for all the time that you spent trying to build the business. So you really are getting paid the entire time. You just can't cash the check until that certain point. And so I think just by the laws of the universe, if you can get through that period where you're just not cashing the check yet, but you're racking up the bill, if you can just get through that, then when you cash in the check, it'll make it all worth it. And so if me and him didn't struggle together the way we did racking up that bill, we would have never been able to cash the check together. And that's what makes it so easy to trust each other, because if he would have left, he would have done it when we were making no money. If he would have screwed me over, he would have done it when we were making no money. And same thing goes for me to him. So if anything was going to happen, you know, God forbid, anything bad, it would have already happened. Now we have 2 cars downstairs that we both share. They're under the business. We got the house under the business. Like, everything is split. Like, we have joint credit cards. Like, we're basically like, you know, if he was a woman, I'd be married. You know what I mean? So, I mean, God bless. Like, I'm super grateful for him. He's really like a brother to me. Somebody asked me at the gym today, "You guys cousins? You guys brothers?" Like, cause it's just the energy that we give off is just so close like that. And I was just like, yeah, bro, we're brothers, you know. And I'm just super grateful for him. And, you know, may God carry us, man. Like, we got some amazing things coming. So.
Yeah, man. That just goes to show you. I get a lot of questions, especially from like the students we have in our coaching program. Should I have a partner? And my answer is always, I mean, if you find someone like Jake, then go for it. Because keep in mind, when you have a partner, that you, whatever the share or the split of the business is, every dollar that you make, you have to take into consideration that partner. So if there's someone that's going to help contribute towards the goals, and you guys are heading towards the same vision, and not only that, but then they're also just as hungry and as dedicated as you are, then yeah, that makes sense. And for me, I can absolutely make that argument, because without Jake, I definitely wouldn't have gotten to where we are today. And same with him, you know what I mean? So that's why, if you are considering taking on a partner, which isn't a bad idea, by the way. I, for a very long time, was someone that took on the mindset of being the lone wolf, but you no longer have an interest in that mindset when you see the beauty of having people around you, having friends around you, having a brother like Jake is to me, and the type of person that I am with him. When you have that, if you're one of the very lucky few people in the world that get that, which I guess that was like the one thing that was out of our control, that, you know, we couldn't have really worked for. That was just handed to us by God. The fact that we have the same mindset, we have the same vision, the same hunger, and we found each other. If you have that going on around you, and you have that type of friend or brother or sibling or cousin, then yeah, go for it. Give it a try. In worst case scenario, I mean, just keep in mind, you guys are still gonna have Thanksgiving dinners together. So, you know, look forward to that, and be courteous. Yeah. But aside from that, it's never a bad idea to give it a try. And that's really all it was for me and Jake. Like, even in the beginning when we started off, we didn't put everything on paper right away. We just said, all right, like, we're really, really good friends. We definitely have the same vision in terms of business. Just give it a try. Yeah. And we went a few months, and then after that, when we were like both locked in, we said, all right, this makes sense. That's when we put it on paper. So in terms of the partnership stuff, try that. But honestly, like, to wrap up this video, guys, because we're gonna have a lot more content coming out, only thing I could say is I'm absolutely grateful to Allah for how far we've come. We've been talking about this moment for a while. We've been talking about recording this video for a while, just this whole scene in general. Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna show you guys a clip of what the apartment looks like every time we walk in here after we come back from the gym in the morning, or we come back from the gym again after martial arts training. We always, one of us or both of us always comment about how nice the view is, how thankful we are, the fact that we got to drive a 6-figure car to the gym and come back. And it's all possible, guys. It's all possible. Like, I don't know, maybe with the content that we're putting out right now, we're gonna get positioned, or Stereotypes is just another one of these gurus that you see online. But at the moment of recording this video, my following is not big whatsoever. Jake's following isn't big whatsoever. We're still nowhere near that, guys. We're 2 kids. I'm from Brooklyn. He's from Long Island. Yeah. Crazy pasts. Grew up just like any other kids, and all we wanted was to accomplish the things that we see online. We're only the result of actually taking action. It's not just dopamine motivation in which you're watching that David Goggins video, watching that Iman Gadzhi video, watching that Alex Hormozi video, and then getting hyped off of that and thinking you did something. It's like, no, you gotta consume and then actually go take action. I think that's probably the gift that we have from God. It's the fact that we actually take action on things that we try, and this is what action leads to. And we're just getting started. We haven't even gotten anywhere near our full potential. Definitely.
And just one thing I want to like mention before we wrap this up, you know, definitely take the action, but I feel that most people get stuck on the point right before they get the opportunity to take the action, which is just believing that it's possible. Like, this moment right here, right now, this moment I saw in my head for months. For months I would see this moment, me and him in the living room with the couch behind us, with the view behind us, the camera in front of us, talking about moving in. The Aston Martin, like, we saw that for months before it happened, you know? So months before these milestones and these moments happen, like, they're in our heads, and we're working towards them, we're manifesting them, and we're believing that they're possible. Then we take the action, and they both come together and they click into success. So you need to understand first that it's possible, and then you can take the action. Like he's saying, we're probably going to get stereotyped as like Miami course sellers, But if I never saw somebody before me make money online, I would have never believed it was possible, you know? So if I never took that action because I just thought, oh, that's just another guy scamming people, I wouldn't be here either. And you're just hurting yourself if you carry that mindset. You know, it does not hurt to just open your mind a little bit to like there maybe are some unconventional things that work out there. Just start there, you know, if you're struggling with just getting over the idea of online money making, you know? But
you'll have two people that look at the same thing. One will call it a scam, one will call it an opportunity. And the thing is, they're both right. Yeah. They're both going to go to sleep at night. One person lays his head on his pillow comfortable saying, thank God I avoided that scam. And another person will lay their head on that pillow thinking, thank God I got offered this opportunity to take action on it. And in 10 years from now, both are going to be right. The guy that saw it as an opportunity, took the opportunity, took the risk. Maybe it worked out, maybe it didn't, but at least he took a shot. And if he's someone that has the right mindset, he'll probably keep going until he gets it figured out. And the guy that thought it was a scam, well, in 10 years, he'll also be telling people, oh yeah, I avoided that scam, but he's still in the same position because he didn't take any risks.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's these people that are calling you out, you know what I mean? It's like, you'll never find someone doing better than you that's gonna hate on you.
Yeah.
Because at some point in time, anybody that's doing better than you was also in the position in which they weren't doing so well, but they see your potential because they experienced and they went through the same exact thing. And so really the idea is you just need to take action. You need to get started in some way, shape, or form, try something. And it's important to mention that even then, that is like basic entry into this game. Mm-hmm. A lot of the videos that we make have to do with mindset talk and setting up your mindset to properly get started. That's only kind of like the entry fee to get into it, because once you have the mindset, that's when you can then worry about the technical information. You have the mindset, you have the drive, that's when you then qualify to ask, how can I actually do this? What are the buttons that I'm clicking? Which path am I taking? And which even then we have a solution for you, because you know, we have the coaching program where we help our students do everything A to Z, and we've already seen great results. Consider that. Probably have a link in the bio somewhere. I don't know how I'll plug it in, but
a little advertisement. Throw it in.
Low, unshameless ad, but yeah. The idea is that don't concern yourself with the technical details of what buttons you're clicking to get somewhere. If you don't have the mindset yet, you first need to start believing that this is possible. As Jake mentioned, this was just a vision for us. The Aston Martin that we have was a wallpaper for me for a long time. I'd seen it in the James Bond movies. I made it a wallpaper. I was like, one day I'll have one, then we got one. And then along with this apartment, along with this routine that we have, our partnership, the business, and even our future goals, even the things that we're going to accomplish, we're already visualizing them now. So start believing, start visualizing, then take action, and come back to one of our channels and we'll help you do the rest.
Yeah.
Final thoughts?
I mean, honestly, like you said, I can't thank anybody but God. I mean, really, that's what got us here. So if you're going through a tough time right now, I mean, we've definitely, and I don't mean just tough times in business. I mean, if you're like really struggling and life's lifing hard right now, just keep your head up, keep pushing through, and just let it pass through you. You know, it'll go. You know, everything shall pass. So guys, we're super excited.
Many more of these coming, guys.
Definitely.